Hello and welcome to another episode of Talkin Balls with myself, Neil Adams. Joined as always is only one of my beautiful bearded co-hosts in Rob.
What's happening, guys?
How are you, sir?
Loving life. I'm just glad we've got is that a bit of a beard I see in you, Josh, is it?
Listen, my beard is still buffering. I've been growing this beard for 3 years. I am highly jealous of your phenomenal beard.
Oh, don't you worry. It's getting there. It's looking good.
And replacing Marc this week is the one and only Josh Prey. How are you, sir?
I'm absolutely fine. I hope the weather is wonderful where you are because it's sunny and beautiful and not a cloud in the sky in Florida.
That sounds like sarcasm.
It is. Heavy sarcasm.
The good news is that there's flash floods here and it's been absolutely pouring of rain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it looks like a Harry Potter movie in Ireland.
Something like that. Yeah, pretty much. That's where we're going with.
Yes. It's not great weather here at all. We've got fireworks going off here for Halloween as well. It's fantastic.
Fun fact, did you know Halloween started in Ireland?
I did not. No?
See, I got to give y'all some history about Ireland, man. Halloween was a format that was started in Ireland.
Oh.
I ain't gonna give you too much history. I'm gonna give you something to Google so you all can learn about my country. Okay? My country.
I'm happy enough with that. Yeah.
Do you know what I think I actually remember? It's to do with Jack of Lantern or something. Jack o' Lantern or something like that. Yeah. I know a bit.
What? I didn't even know any of this.
Do you not? You should.
I can't believe you weren't aware of that, but it's okay. You didn't know until you know, and now that you know, you can't say you don't know.
Now, you were also talking about Irish handball and all, and I don't even know what that is.
What, Irish handball?
Yeah.
Irish handball is a very, I'm not going to say easy sport, but it's a very difficult sport because it takes tremendous eye-hand coordination. It was popularized a couple hundred years ago. And the sport is probably the biggest, smallest sport. It's not comparable to the Gaelic football or camogie or hurling, all due to the fact that the crowds aren't as big, but it's one of the most popular sports. And growing up in Ireland, aside from you two, it was a rite of passage before everybody got into the Gaelic sports. I'm giving y'all history about Ireland. Come on, man.
See, to be fair, right? I don't know what I never checked what it was, but see, whenever we were in school, in America we call it wall ball. So in America, It's called wall ball. See, we played handball in school, but I didn't think it was an actual sport that we made up. Like
it's a sport. It was just
you hit a ball off the wall, and that was it. And was trying not to hit the windows.
Listen, the GAA has some of the oldest sports in civilization of humankind. You all are the pioneers of everything we call athletics. I'm not saying you're a pioneer. Okay, you're built more like a chef.
He's clearly seen your full stature before that. Oh dear. No, I actually didn't even know that was a thing. Like I always just called that squash. Like kicking a ball off the wall or throwing off the wall. No,
it's like squash with your hands.
No.
Yeah, no.
This is what I would say about Irish sports and the GAA as a whole. You all are the big brother, big sister to all sports foundation. I just think it's your modesty that people miss and don't understand. The Irish people are very modest people, passionate but modest.
Either that, or we're all just undereducated because
when I say modest, no, because see when I say the word modest, you look like wait what? But when you're modest, it's like being able to play the All Ireland finals and end in a tie, and then expect 92,000 people to show up in 2 weeks. That's modest. In America, that's why we have one Super Bowl once a year, because we could never get 100,000 people to come back to a city and celebrate and support like that for the very next week. It just doesn't happen. So I think that's a bit of modesty showing in the culture.
Yeah.
That a Super Bowl ticket cost a fortune.
Yes, it probably only cost. Yeah. Our tickets to the GA games are probably a wee bit cheaper than the Super Bowl.
Just a wee bit cheaper.
Wee bit.
So, George, as we see, everybody knows you as the TikTok star. You're doing comedy and all now as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I started off. I'm just a comedian, but I I found my way into sports because growing up in Florida, football is Florida, life in Florida, and sports is my background. My love for sports into a lot of my comedic routines.
And so, probably because you talk about the Gators and the Steelers a lot, then is that why it's comedy?
Yes. Listen, I don't care that we're 5-3 right now. I don't care what nobody say. We the greatest college football program to ever have existed, and everybody is beneath us. And as far as the Steelers organization, I love I'm a Patriot fan. Let's be clear. I'm a New England Patriot fan. Listen, make that face deal. I'm a Pack, but I love the way the Pittsburgh Steelers run their organizations. They don't just up and fire. They don't make splash hires. They stick with who they know, and it eventually pays off. I know a lot of people are frustrated with Mike Tomlin, but they don't understand that they have one of the most winningest coaches who's never had a losing season in NFL history. So I do think the Pittsburgh Steelers fans are somewhat spoiled because they could be the Cleveland Browns or they could be the Baltimore Ravens.
So what are you doing, Ron? Where's your Patriots jersey? I was checking through all your stuff, and there's not a Patriots jersey to be seen. Is that because it's like...
I have Patriot clothes.
You've got your Patriots jersey from 3 years ago when Tom Brady was still playing? Or
I'm a Tom Brady fan. Let's be clear. But the Patriots are the Patriots. And I have Patriot clothes. They just don't move the needle for me, and they don't make headlines. And I do a phenomenal Mike Tomlin impression. So
well, that's very true, yes.
I got to go well celebrated. I see Robbie's wearing the Ravens jersey.
Neil was a Tom Brady fan for about 2 weeks this season as well because he thought he was going to replace Aaron Rodgers. Look at that face. There's video proof. You were a Tom Brady fan for 2 weeks.
I would be. Like I wasn't an Aaron Rodgers fan either.
Wait, Neil, you're a Jets fan?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, no.
Hell yeah, brah.
So you don't like football?
Oh.
I don't like winning football games. You know, there's no like winning all the time. Then you just get spoiled. But like, you know what I mean? As Patriots fans like yourself, you get used to the winning, and then you just go whenever they stop winning. You're like, oh, what's going on here?
When did the Jets win?
They won last night, or the last this weekend. They won 3 games in a row with Zach Wilson.
Why are you like this? Like I feel like New York Jet fans are like the Simpson fans. You just won't admit that it sucks.
I admit it all the time. To be fair, we do suck. Like,
and it's just something to do. But the Jets are absolutely terrible. They'll never be a winning organization. They don't have a winning culture, and they're in the middle of the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. So to have a Jet in the Buffalo Bills, so to have that support, it will never happen.
They got my support because of the lovely green colours. So they did, and I'm from Ireland. You know, that's why they got my support. The reason I'm a Jets fan is because I went to New York for St. Patrick's Day, and the airline lost my luggage, and I needed a green jersey.
And they gave you a Jets jersey.
Yeah.
That's
why I'm a fan. Tim Tebow
gave jersey. You something nobody would ever want to steal from you. That's why they gave it to you.
To be fair, it was a $5 Tim Tebow jersey, so it was.
You paid for it?
I did pay for it, yeah.
You could have got it for free anywhere.
Yes, so it's not been good for me, but the past we did have hope this year. You know, Aaron Rodgers coming in, and then it just went Jets
for 4 downs.
I think the Aaron Rodgers situation was more like it would have been more like the Brett Favre situation when he went to the Minnesota Vikings. I think they would have won more than Jets usually win, but I don't think they would have won anything.
I think we're still going to the Super Bowl. I have booked my tickets to New York for over Super Bowl. It's happening. I have
Josh,
faith.
I've had this for the last 8 weeks, you know. I'm getting real bored of it.
You've had it for longer than that. You've had it for longer than that.
You may have to disown him as a co-host. You may have to find somebody else, Rob, because Neil is crazy and out of his mind. Y'all not even going.
No, this guy does most of the content. That he can stay. He can stay.
Neil, you're not going, Neil. I'm sorry. And you seem like a very nice guy. And you're super positive, but you won't even have a winning record at the end of the season, Neil.
What? You don't think so?
No, Hell, gosh, no, you're the Jets.
That's irrelevant. We're turning into America's team now. We're America's team.
Turning into whose team?
The Cowboys. We are
The
America's
Kansas City
team now.
Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are America's team right now.
They got beat by the Broncos.
No, Taylor Swift is America, and the Kansas City Chiefs are America's team. The Jets are like the 1994 Ninja Turtle movie, Part 3. Nobody saw it. We just knew it was the Ninja Turtles.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That was one of the best movies ever, where they were samurais and Ninja Turtles, and one they go back in time and all. It was fantastic.
Cool.
The Jets are the Ninja Turtles when they went on the Ricky Lake show and they had the microphone and they were singing as the NSYNC Backstreet Boys. Nobody likes it. Stop.
Oh, I'm enjoying this. I like it when people get.
I want to get off talking about the Jets, Rob, but you know I always want to do that. You know, I don't want to talk anymore about them Jets.
The goddamn Jets.
Do it for the next 35, 40 minutes. Ain't no problem.
I want to talk about where did your affinity for Ireland come from?
So on YouTube a couple years ago, I used to do these sports videos, and there was one gentleman. I wish if somebody could find him in my YouTube comments, in my sports videos from 5 years ago, I'll send him $100 gift card to wherever you are in the world. It was this gentleman. He kept saying, you're super hilarious, but I want like another video until you talk about hurling. And he did it in every single comment. So I thought hurling was curling. I thought it was the ice team. So I was like, why does he want to hear about that? Then I typed in hurling, and it was the first exposure I've had to the GAA sports, and the speed of the game, the pace of the game, and the admiration for the players, it tracked me. I was like, how could these players from Ireland, because when you think of Ireland, until I went to Ireland, you think of drinking and leprechauns and little short guys. You don't think of these grown men with muscles and speed, and these athletic women built like Amazonian. Not you, you're a chef.
Put those water pistols down, would you?
And these Amazonian women, you don't think of this athletic ability. So when I seen hurling, I just got hooked on it, and I wanted to learn more. So I went from hurling to Gaelic football. Then I went back to camogie, which is the female version of hurling. And then I did some stuff on Irish road racing, which the race is called, what's the race?
Because I was another thing I didn't know about either.
No, Irish road racing. It's called, what is it called?
Is it rally? Motorbikes, is it? What are we talking about? Northwest?
Irish road racing is God, you guys got to get more like.
Yeah, this is another one I hadn't a clue what you were talking about.
No, Irish road racing. It's a race in Ireland. It got the word man in it, but it's the most difficult race on Earth. Like
Isle of Man?
Who?
Isle of Man, no? Or
Isle of Man. Isle of Man.
TT?
And Isle of Man is the most difficult, intense motorbike race in the world. So I got into that, and I said everything the Irish do, they do it well, and they do it fast, and they do it extreme. And I was able to be brought to Ireland by Tourism of Ireland to experience the 2019 All-Ireland Finals. And me being able to see that live put the All-Ireland Finals above America's Super Bowl.
Ooh, that's a big chunk.
You can't compare it. It's the passion. It's the entire country coming together for one purpose, and the players play for free. Of course, they get sponsorships, but all the athletes play for free. So you have pride. You have doctors and businessmen and firefighters on the field, and the way your athletes appreciate fan support and the way your fans celebrate the athletes. They're not divas. They're just everyday people, and the experience is so like out of this world. So I got addicted to Ireland, and then they accepted me as their lad. So I've been a black Irishman ever since.
Welcomed into our bosom.
Huh?
You're welcomed into our bosom.
I don't want to be into your bosom, but I was welcomed into the bosom of the Irish.
So have you been to the Guinness factory yet then?
So I didn't get to go to the Guinness factory. When I got back, Guinness actually sent me a package. They sent me a package. Right. They sent me a package of beer, T-shirt. It was a beautiful package. But I got to pitch So I don't drink, but I got to pitch a pint with a gentleman named Jimmy from the Round Terrace. I don't know. I think we was in Cadalkin. We was in some small city, and his name was Jimmy. And I went into a pub, and he was the most Irish person you could absolutely meet. And I said, Jimmy, I say, are we gonna? I said, Jimmy, what is this? He was like, here's a Guinea. I said, this is a beer. He said, that's not a beer. But this is beer. No, it's not a beer. That's Guinea. You drink beer. We don't drink beer. We drink Guinea. He was so Irish that like the Irish culture is just so authentic and it's never changing, which makes you fall in love with it. So that's how I got into the Irish sports scene or the Irish culture.
And you were saying that your son was actually over here for the gift tournament and
so back in earlier this year, they announced that Naples will be going to Ireland to play in one of the big football events. So community school in Naples, we went over there and we played one of your teams and we played absolutely horrible. Like horrible. We beat you guys 22-0. And when they got back to America, man, did we give it to them. Because we should have beat you guys 70-0.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, though, the standard of American football from you guys is far higher than ours.
I think Ireland somehow needs to build up a charity or start a GoFundMe and get 6 teams to come to America, and the Americans has to play Gaelic football, and the Irish will murder them.
Or rugby.
Well, it wouldn't even be close.
Do you know what I mean? We do play American football over here.
No, we should have beat y'all 70-0. It wasn't even close.
Wow.
Wow.
No, wow.
You know what? I will say this. My fear was the Irish kids would be tougher than the American kids. And your coaches, y'all tried to play the game like Americans play. If the coaches would have lined up and ran your boys at us, you probably would have won because the toughness isn't comparable. Irish players are tougher than American players. And I will go on record saying that. You tackle better, you're more intense, your stamina is higher, and your fan support is crazy. Like crazy.
Well, I know that we're tougher because me and Rob play.
You play what?
We play American football.
What positions do you play?
I'm a center.
How big are you?
End.
How big am I? I'm 5'8".
And you a center?
Yep.
You would get murdered in America, man. Come on.
Imagine me going up against freaking like Jason Kelsey or freaking Aaron Donald or someone like that there. I would shit myself.
No. I'm a bit bigger than you though, that's fine.
How big are you, Rob?
I will 5'11" and a half, but I weigh 280. So I'm a bit bigger than him.
Rob could probably, Rob is definitely, he's a little short, but he's definitely a DN. He's a little short.
He plays DN.
You should be a running back, Neil, if anything. Linebacker or how much do you weigh?
16 stone.
You're probably about 240 now.
Oh, you should definitely be a running back, Neil.
Well, I'm 15 and a half. I'm 15 and a half stone. See, I was at the the Notre Dame and Navy event, and I was standing beside one of Notre Dame's running backs and got a picture with him just for comparison's sake. And he's like way up here and built like that. And I'm sitting here going, I'm a center in Ireland, and this guy beside me is a running back in America.
And you're probably standing next to a 19, 20-year-old kid.
Yep, exactly. He wasn't even fully grown yet. And I'm like probably double his age.
My son is 6'2", 185 pounds. He's 17. He's a junior, so he still has a year and a half to go in high school. And
holy crap,
he plays safety. He plays safety, so he's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
he's gonna be tough.
I wouldn't be quick enough for safety. I'm just a wee bit.
You're
slow.
A running back, Neil.
I can't run for shape. My knees give out. I'm coaching now. I'm too old now.
I did running back about 40 pounds ago.
Like 40 pounds, yeah. Then he got too many.
Rob is a big dude. 5'11".
Oh, he is. Oh, he is.
Yeah, Rob, you're carrying a punch.
Hold on a minute. Leave the KFCs out of it, okay?
He's late for podcasts sometimes because he's in KFC waiting on his order.
That was once.
Wait, Ireland has KFC?
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
I bet it's terrible.
No,
it's lovely.
it's pretty good.
I love it.
Pretty
Hold
good.
up,
Like,
have y'all been to America? Yeah, you
Yeah.
have. Yeah. Y'all had
I've been
KFC
as
in
well.
America?
yep.
No, because I go
Which
to
one is
like
better?
Wendy's and Taco Bell and all because we don't have them here.
Which KFC is better, Ireland or America?
My honest opinion would be the one I went to in Amsterdam, if that helps.
America or
That
Ireland?
wasn't even an option, Rob.
I know. It was pretty good in Florida, to be fair. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Listen, Ireland has the best food I've ever eaten in my life.
Like
Yeah.
potato crisps.
Hey! It's a poor man's sandwich. I love that. No,
Isn't it great?
I think the pudding, I think the meats, I think the drinks. I just think everything's a bit healthier, and I think I like the portion size. It's
There's
portion
loads.
control.
What? We get loads. See if you ever go to my man's house, it's like filled to the brim, and you're like, how am I meant to eat all this?
That's
Sunday
weird.
roast.
But I drunk 12. I think it was 7-Ups or Sprites, but I drunk 12 of them in one day in Ireland, and I felt like I could run a marathon. If I drink one soda in America, I got to lay down for 3 days.
Damn.
It's
That's
different.
all them big ones.
Have you? A lot
Super
of
Says.
Americans are surprised about our Sunday roast, which is basically your Thanksgiving dinner, and we have it every Sunday. You
Yeah,
heard that
like
one?
that's another thing. You guys eat every week like it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Every week. And you know what? The families prepare the food, and it's a normal thing. We do it once a year, and we can't breathe. We can't survive. But I think it's the quality of preparation. It's the quality of food in Ireland. I've been around the world, and Ireland is by far my favorite place on earth. By far.
Well, we do. Well, my favorite place is Ireland as well. Just the second favorite's America. I'll give you that one. George, look, I know we'll have to get ready here 2 wee seconds, but I want to play a wee game and I want to do it quickly, and
Let's
then
do it.
we'll let you go. So, this is what we like to call guess the team in Ireland via their logo. So these are all American football teams' logos in Ireland, and you have to guess the team name
Okay.
via the logo.
Want me to guess this one?
Yes.
This is the Titans.
No.
Close.
What is this?
Trojans.
Oh,
Belfast. The Belfast Trojans.
That was terrible.
You got the T right.
Next one.
Vikings. That's easy.
Yes, sir.
The Knights. That's the Golden Knights.
The Belfast Knights.
Yeah.
So okay, in America, I would say Rutgers, but it's an R, so we're going to go with Raiders or Buccaneers.
There's a Buccaneers,
It's a pirate flag,
but it has an R in it.
but I thought you was trying to trick me. What is it?
Do you watch Star Wars?
No, gosh, no.
Oh, well then, see, my analogy of that goes completely over everybody's head. Whenever I must be the only Star Wars fan. The Rebels, the Dublin Rebels.
No,
These
no,
are the
no real smooth man with women watching Star Wars. I'm sorry.
I've been married for 20 years, so I'm
This
alright.
is why you watch Star Wars.
Yeah, because I'm allowed to now. I don't, we had a woman on that. We had a girl on last week, and I tried to talk about Star Wars as well, and she was like, "What? No."
See, I don't like Star Wars, man.
Talking to me
don't say
about Star
nothing.
Wars.
All of the hosts in this show are Star Wars fans, but
Yes, we're all really, really geeky. But yeah, these are the Dublin Rebels. So this is the best team in Ireland.
In
At
what
the minute they
sport?
won. In American football, these are all American football teams.
Okay, got it. So the Dublin Rebels are the team to watch. Got you.
Yes, they are the best team in Ireland. They won the Shamrock Bowl this year. We call it the Shamrock Bowl.
Hold on, when is it played?
so it's end of March through to August sort of time. That's the
Extra
full
season, March
week.
to August. So
Yeah.
for us, it's
Basically,
spring football.
basically in the NFL offseason.
Got you. Okay, this is the Bulls.
No, not the Bulls or the Toros. Nobody ever gets this.
What? Who the hell says Mavericks? That is not a Maverick, man. That's a Bull, man. And
Yep,
the
they're the
Mavericks
loud-
is an NBA basketball team.
They are the Louth Mavericks, and I know because you like food and Irish food. If you go to this match after every game, they have a kebab pizza.
That's pointless, and they should be ashamed of themselves for putting.
It's actually great.
It's so good.
It's amazing. Next one should be.
That's the Stars.
It's
a star.
It's not a trick question. It's in the NFL.
So you couldn't just do a picture of a cowboy. You know what? I can understand why the football is building up.
Have you never heard of the Dallas Cowboys?
But that's a star, man.
That's what the Dallas Cowboys have.
I know, but there's a star in the US flag, isn't there?
What community is this?
This is the Craig Allen Cowboys.
Okay. We got. I gotta Instagram them. That's a Hawkeye.
That's it. Eagles.
Okay, while we're doing this right now, I want one of you guys to Google Iowa Hawkeyes. Right now, Google it.
Iowa Hawkeyes.
All Ireland Hawkeyes.
Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yep.
I
can see it.
I can see where you're going with it, like.
What?
No,
we can see where you're going with it.
Show the picture.
That's a wee bit.
Oh God! Now you're
okay.
asking me to do
What
stuff.
is that? That is a Hawkeye, man.
No, they're different bigs. This one, the Hawkeye looks more like a parrot.
I can see why you like Star Wars. Different bigs. Looks like a pirate. Okay. That definitely is a drunk Irishman.
Well, he's like with. If you know Irish history, you'll understand.
I'm gonna say
we used to have back in the day. There's tales of these people.
Is that a Buckeye?
Up in the North Coast.
Have you ever been to
most historical places?
What'd you say?
Have you ever been to the Causeway Coast?
No.
No? There you are.
The heck? The Irish football marketing team. I need to have a meeting with the Irish football marketing team because this is terrible. Nothing about this says giant. Nothing.
They are the Causeway Giants. You ever hear Giants Causeway?
I have not.
No.
That's where Finn McCool. Do you ever see there's a wee bit of water in the middle of Ireland?
Yeah.
That's where the giant Finn McCool grabbed part of the land and tried to hit another guy over in Scotland, and that's how the Isle of Man was made.
Wait, so
yeah.
So what you're telling me is there's a mythological story about giants in Ireland?
Yes.
Yes.
I must do a video on this. Video about giants in Ireland coming soon.
Yep. Google Giants Causeway. It's got a big boot and a rubber duck. Everything.
I nobody has ever told me this, and I know Ireland is the land of enchantment with fairies and things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, and leprechauns and all. This should
that's
be
a
easy.
panther. That's easy.
Yeah, boy. That's it.
That made sense.
This is the best team in Ireland, in our opinion, because we play for this team and I coach this team.
That's the
You're about to get slated for naming this team and doing that badge name, by the way, just to let you know.
This is the Wings?
The A and then the J and then what do they look like?
You already said wings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sort of like wings, like wings of a.
What's the team name?
Antrim. Jets.
Okay, listen. So my name is Josh Prey. I was have a meeting with all of your marketing team.
Josh, before you go on that rant, I created this logo.
This is not a jet, Neil. Neil, that's not a damn jet, Neil. Nothing about that scream jet. That screams.
There's a J. Look at the J.
Were you a little blazed when you did it, Ladi? Were you on the ashes, lad? Did you wake up at 3 a.m. after watching Star Wars and say, you know what, damn it, that's the bloody jet?
Yes.
I knew that was coming. I love that.
Everybody's
real friends. That is not a jet.
Everybody seems to love this logo. Look at that lovely wee A for Antrim.
They love you. They're lying to you.
And then the J for Jets, and then the lovely wee captain's wings that they call.
That's not a wing. You know what that looks like? That looks like Adidas is gonna sue you. That's what that looks like.
I never noticed that either. I should get them to sponsor us.
That would be cool.
Well, that's the end of our wee quiz thing game, Josh, and you did absolutely terrible.
No, your marketing team did terrible because give me a photo of a man with a Band-Aid and say he's a giant. If you're not from Ireland, we're not gonna have a clue. You made a Hawkeye, an eagle. You made 3 lines in a letter, a jet. What is going on here, man? The R means rebels. You listen. You need to come to America.
I can't believe you didn't get that one.
You need to come to America and look at what a rebel flag looks like. You're gonna go home and scratch your head, like, yeah, you know what, Ladi, we need to go and redo this thing.
It sounds exactly like Rob.
That's not like me.
Well, George, it was an absolute pleasure and really, really great crack. I thank you so much for coming on.
Not a problem.
100%.
Thank you for having me. Please, let's not wait too much longer. Let's do this again. We can make this a once a month thing. I'd definitely be interested in it, and we can make it happen.
Brilliant,
100%.
Josh. Happy days. Thank you very much, buddy. Yep.
All right.
Thanks so much for coming on.
No problem. Y'all be safe and
Yes.
do a better logo. Peace.
Thank you very much, George. See you later. Thank you. He was amazing. How
Yeah,
funny is he,
unbelievable.
like?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I'm glad it's exactly like he is in his actual videos because he was class.
Yes. He's hilarious with me. I love him.
Oh,
He's
dear.
my new favorite guest.
Oh, you can't say that. Can't say that.
I can.
Okay. Of course you can. Of course you can.
But anyway, yes, that was Josh Prey. If you don't know who he is, you should know who he is because he's quite well known. And he's on TikTok, Instagram, Josh Prey. He's a comedian. Check him out. Give him a wee shout. Me and Rob are going to go quickly through just a couple of wee silly things like the Bengals beating the 49ers and your thought process on that, Rob, and how did you take it?
Oh, mate, you're asking me something that right now I don't know the answer to because I've been a bit derelict in my duties, as I told you, but thanks for putting me on the spot.
Well, the Bengals won 31-17 to the 49ers, who are apparently the most complete team in America and have lost now 3 games. And I think it's 3 games on the trot. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But I think it is. And now the Bengals are 4-3, who were told
Their season
that
was
they
over.
were terrible
Yeah.
at the start of the season.
Well, that's because Burrow started playing with it a bit better, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He was a bit shit at the start of the season, wasn't he?
Yep. And for anyone that hasn't seen the trade deadlines or anything, Chase Young is now away to the 49ers, and that will be Nick Bosa and Chase Young in the 49ers defense. So that is going to be unreal. And I can't wait to see that.
You've just had me checking there. Yeah, 3 weeks in a row the Niners have lost now.
Yeah.
3. Ever since, was it Chase Claypool went to them? Did he not?
No, Chase Claypool. What? Chase Claypool went to the... Oh God, who did Chase Claypool go? He went to the Dolphins, mate.
Was it? I can't remember. Someone went to them and they've been 0-3 since that player joined, and I can't remember the name of the player. So.
It was the Dolphins and they haven't.
Fair enough.
The Dolphins won against the Patriots 31-17, pretty much the exact same score for the Bengals against the 49ers. And they're now 6-2. What was the other game?
Big one for me is Broncos v Chiefs, mate.
Yes. They're the first time that the Broncos have beat the Chiefs in the last 13 years.
Yeah, and Mahomes is the reason I lost my fantasy game this week, folks.
Yes. Well, there was other factors, like because Rob's team's absolutely terrible, to be fair. And
Wow.
what are you at? Are you 1-7?
No idea. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Were you 1-6 last week?
No idea what you're talking about. It's all right. I can't wait till Mark actually buys me that bottle of Gentleman Jack so I can drink it on the podcast.
Rob's only wins game with Mark. He's beat Mark in fantasy. I also got beat in fantasy. Detroit's kicker did more than Jared Goff and Jacoby Myers. And I never got to see the game, but I don't understand how Jacoby Myers' outlay was so bad when I heard that Devontae Adams only got one target.
Well, how many targets did Jacoby have then?
That's what I don't know. I haven't even checked because, like, literally straight to work and straight in here.
You want to have to check that now?
I don't understand, so I'm going to have to check that out because I've seen that Devontae Adams threw his head down and they were giving off that he only had one target, and he was flipping out, and he was looking. I don't know if he's looking traded. He wanted it, but he should be traded if they're not going to use him. You're not going to use him
with the Hawks, like.
Well, you've already got 3 wide receivers. That's just being greedy, like.
I know, but he only got one target for 19 yards. That was it, and they caught it.
And what about Jacoby?
That's Jacoby. That's what I'm talking about.
So who the hell were they targeting then?
It's a good question. Maybe they just ran the ball there.
I don't know. Josh Jacobs didn't do very well either, like, in fantasy, that is. So yeah, Chiefs didn't get to the end zone for the first time in I think Pat Mahomes' career. They were all 3 field goals.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm not happy about it. I've never seen him get, we were talking about trading him off last week. You wanted him. I wouldn't give you him because he got, like a 30-point game 2 weeks ago?
Well,
this week he gets 3.
20 something. But, yes, I offered Jared Goff. What did I offer you, Jared Goff?
Well, here, Devontae Adams had 7 targets but only caught 1. So, But anyway, yes, he offered me Goff, Waller, and some useless receiver for
Aaron Jones or Josh Downs?
It's Josh Downs, I couldn't remember. I just saw Waller and didn't want them, so you can keep him.
For Pat Mahomes, yeah. Pretty good trade, in my eyes. I don't know why you didn't want him.
You also wanted somebody else. Oh, Kittle.
Oh, Kittle, sorry. Yeah, he was the main stay in that, wasn't he? That was the reason why I didn't get it.
Yeah, pretty much. Although, based off his current form, you might get him.
He's terrible. I don't know why you'll get rid of him.
I'm gonna have a trade in my inbox in about 3 minutes now. What do you think?
For Kittle or Mahomes?
Probably both.
Are you looking rid of both? Because I will give you a good trade for them, like.
No, we'll see. See what you can muster up. Sure.
Well, you can offer me both and then see what you want.
I mean, Tyreek Hill and Goff.
Everybody's off, or Tyreek Hill's off limit, but everybody else is good to go.
Tyreek Hill's off limits.
He's the only one that's off limit, but I will let you. Take
fire away.
Everybody else. Everybody else is fair game.
Fair enough.
Even Austin Eckler.
We do like Eckler, don't you? And I am short of a running back, you know.
Exactly. Well, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. We talked about the fantasy that you lost. Lost again. Marc won this week, so it's a good thing that we can't listen to him gloat. That is the only winner of this week.
I'm surprised he hasn't put a message in the chat or anything there. Is there a message phone?
Mahomes had a cold, just a day off. He will be back. Yeah, but they were talking about Mahomes having a cold, and then I think, who was it that was saying? I can't remember. I think it was Good Morning Ireland, Good Morning Ireland, Good Morning America, Good Morning Football, or whatever it was, and they were saying that he went out to watch something on Friday night when if he had a cold, he shouldn't have been out. He should have been in resting.
Did he not realise he was in my fantasy team? He needs to do better.
I don't think he did at all. I think he was just like, you know what, I'm going out and I'm going to enjoy myself, even though I've got a cold. So
should have been in the house, blanket, heated blanket underneath, getting nice and warm, sweating it out.
Heated blanket, a wee hoodie on, a wee lemon sip in hand. All right, there's Mark.
That's your fault. That is your fault.
I mean, Mark, you're supposed to be working. Get back to work.
Go back to asking people for ID, would you? Come on.
Got ID here, mate? No. Okay, go on then.
Not tonight, lad. Not tonight.
But yes, that's. I think that's everything. And we'll be back next week.
Yeah, sweet.
With our new guest, our new host, even. Our new host will be here. If anyone wants to venture guests, let us know. Let us know in the comments, and we will tell you if you're right or wrong. Had 2 seconds. Had 2 seconds to watch Ireland's favourite boy. Wow, that was a dig. Anyway, yes. What was I saying? He's put me off.
I think you were saying if people want to guess in the comments who are
yes.
The hosts.
And next week we will also have Will Gavin on as well. So our new host will be joining us. We will have Will Gavin on from TalkSport, and we will be talking some balls with him. So,
as always.
See you next week, guys.
Bye, guys.